And now, in studio, bringing his Midwest values from the Show Me State to the land of San Diego. He's a triple threat, licensed as an attorney, mortgage broker, and a top producing realtor who's crushing the competition. Here to deliver you what's happening in the trenches of the market. Your host, Michael Gaddis.
Welcome back to the Michael Gaddis Show on AM 1170 The Answer. I am your host, Michael Gaddis of FrontierLoanGroup.com. I am joined today by Michelle Herrera of FrontierLoanGroup.com. And it was a great segment, wasn't it? Of talking about travel. Well, we're going to move on from talking about travel, and we're going to talk
about travel.
We could, but it won't help those who are seeking to buy houses.
True.
And this is something that maybe even Paul should really pay attention to. We're going to talk today about a program. It's a down payment assistance program where buyers can receive a grant to help them buy a house. So, Michelle, I want you to talk a little bit about it because you do have a lot of experience helping buyers with this program.
I have some experience, definitely. So what it is, it's a free government grant, meaning non-repayable, that is offered to low to moderate income households, and it literally gives them the down payment for a home up to $400,000. It's amazing.
Wow. So
yeah.
How does someone qualify for a house like that? I mean, for a program like this?
I mean, it's really, you just have to fall within the income limits per county. Every county is different. San Diego, $84,000. Orange County, a little higher at $97,000. You have Riverside County at $80,000. So it really depends on your county. If you fall within that limit for income, and then you fall, I think the minimum credit score is about a 620. So if you have those things in line, have obviously 2 years of job employment, what you need for a typical loan, then you're pretty much right on line.
So let me see if I can reiterate. So you have to, in San Diego County, for those who have a gross household income of $84,000 or less,
yes,
they have to have a minimum FICO of 620. And what was
2 years?
And 2 years.
Everything else that you need for a typical.
Now, is this done in conjunction with FHA or?
It could be done with an FHA, a VA, either of those two.
And how much is the grant? What percentage?
It gives you 3.5% of the purchase price. The purchase price can't max more than $470.
So it's made basically to go
for first-time home buyers.
Yeah, in conjunction with an FHA product
exactly.
for the most part.
So it would be 3.5% for a $400,000 home. It literally gives you the money. You do not have to give it back. And a lot of people think, what's the catch? And there is no catch. The government wants to get more people into homes and get them out of renting.
Wow, that's incredible. So you've actually helped people get these programs, and there goes Michelle's phone.
It's my mom. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I will make an exception for the mom, but broke a cardinal rule 101 of being on the radio. That's right. That's okay. That's okay. You need to yell at mom. So let's go back. So basically, you've helped a lot of these people get into this program before. So
I have. I've had. Luckily, I've been able to, and really a lot of these people don't think that they're able to buy. They don't have the money. I think that's the biggest things for a lot of renters. They're already paying rent a considerable amount, basically what it would be for a mortgage, and they just haven't been able to save up the money to put a down payment. But obviously, they couldn't make a mortgage payment.
Right.
That they're making their.
Because the down payment is one of the biggest obstacles that most people.
That's the biggest thing.
Right. So that's the fear when people are trying to buy houses, and a lot of people should. And they might have the income level.
They're waiting to save that money, and they really can't because they're still paying rent every month. So that's definitely the biggest obstacle I see.
Right. So this grant allows them. It helps them by giving them the down payment, and it's not one of those. There's some other down payment assistance programs. I know cities have some, but those are some that carry silent seconds on them.
Exactly.
They're repayable if you default or within a certain amount of years you resell. You have to pay it back. But this is just a grant. Correct?
Just like a school grant.
Wow. So the restriction is that your income level has to be
below a certain amount.
Below
$84,000.
It's
low to moderate income. It can't be for investment properties. Has to be owner occupied. Little stipulations like that. So
basically, if any of you out there meet that criteria, if you make $84,000 or less, Or let's say you have a child that's trying to buy a house, or you know someone that's trying to buy a house.
First-time house, and the biggest obstacle is saving that money.
This is a perfect program for them to take a look at. I mean,
Yeah.
the FICO score requirement is really, low. I mean, 620 is not, it's not a super high FICO score.
Compared to what most banks expect, yeah.
Right. So I mean, it will help people get into an FHA loan because they're giving them the 3.5% down payment.
It's just the first step.
Well, there's just no reason for people to do it.
Yeah, there's no reason for anybody to continue renting when there's options like this.
No, they shouldn't, because the tax deduction that you get, basically the interest rate tax deduction that you get, will really offset. Because some people go, oh, well, my rent might go up a little bit.
Exactly.
But because you get the interest rate tax deduction, and I've said this on one of my previous shows, when the first year that I owned a house, my accountant called me and told me how much
That's
money.
the biggest thing.
She told me how much money I was getting back. And I got really nervous, and I was scared. And
you're doing something wrong.
I told my accountant, I said, look, I'm a black and white kind of guy. I'm not a gray guy. I do not want you to push anything into the gray. She goes, look, slow down. There's no gray here. She goes, look, welcome to the world of homeowners.
Yeah.
Now you know the secret of people who actually own houses. You can get a lot of your money back because of the interest rate tax
the
deduction.
taxes that you pay on your W-2 from work and whatnot, those get
as
well, right?
it's an incredible. Home ownership is something you should really consider.
Everybody should do.
Yeah, so I mean, if you are out there, or you know someone who's out there who should be buying a house but has been saying, hey, we're going to try to save up, you need to contact Michelle Herrera at the Frontier Loan Group.
Or you guys can come see me. I will be at the Oceanside Swap Meet this Sunday.
Oh, right on.
All day.
Right on. Go and see Michelle Herrera at the Oceanside Swap Meet. What hours are you going to be there all day?
I'm going to be there all day.
Yeah, you could go there all day. Or you can contact Michelle by calling the office at 760-692-5950. Or you can email Michelle at frontierloangroup.com. That's Michelle with two L's at frontierloangroup.com. And the reason I wanted to have Michelle on to talk about this particular program is because it is so unique. It's not everybody offers it, not everybody knows about it.
I've had a lot of just real estate agents call me, and they're like, I need this for my client. Where do I get this?
Right, because not all lenders have it.
Because they don't want to do it. It's a little harder than most.
It's more paperwork. It's a little bit more difficult to get you through, but it can expand and allow people to do things that they would not otherwise. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, how long is it going to take you to save a 3.5% down payment when you could act? Yeah, when you can act now.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing I talk about, it's just like, did you go get a school grant? Do you have to pay that back? Was that not free? Same thing, and people just don't. Sometimes they think if it's too good to be true, it's not.
Well, in this case, it is. And the only restriction, as we mentioned, is for low or medium income levels.
So if you're making, $120,000.
You won't qualify, right? You have to be 84,000 or below.
For the county of San Diego.
That's right. For the county of San Diego, if you're in Riverside County or Orange County, the income levels are different. Right. So if you've been thinking about buying a house and you're like, boy, I wish I had enough down payment money. This is your window of opportunity, because you never know how long programs like this are going to last.
It's when the funds run out, they're gone. So
Yeah.
nobody will ever. They're like, oh, how long is this going for? It can go 6 months or 3 years or a month.
It's kind of like the city of Vista. They have a down payment assistance program, but it's one you have to pay back.
Mm-hmm.
But they have one.
It's like a silent second.
That's right. And when the funds run out, they're out, and they're constantly out of funds. So every time I contact them, they're like, "Oh, we're currently out."
You just have to hit them at the right time.
That's right. You have to be there. But the funds are available in this program right now.
So take advantage now and get yourself into a home.
Well, Michelle, I want to thank you for coming on the show today and talking to us about this down payment assistance program. And I think you, more than anybody else in my office, has experience with this. That's why I thought you were the perfect person to have come on here. So thank you so much. And again,
thank you, Michael.
Down payment assistance program.
Always a pleasure being on your show.
Yes, thank you so much, and it's always a pleasure to have you. So thank you for listening to the Michael Gaddis Show today. I want to thank my guest, Robert Kenyon of First Cabin Travel. It's firstcabin.com, actually, for coming on and sharing his experiences to traveling to 172 countries.
I want to go to Thailand, and I think I'm definitely going to use
You need
Robert.
to call Robert. You should, definitely. And I also want to thank you, Michelle, for coming on and talking about the down payment assistance program. And I want to thank Paul as well.
I think I want to thank you, Paul. You're amazing. Thank you.
Anyway, I'll be back next Wednesday night at 8 p.m. talking about something. I'm not sure what, but I'll talk about something. All right, everybody. Good night.